has been talking to Phil Jones.
Sympathy for Mauresmo.
Yeah, so much. Miss Williams, she must be absolutely devastated.
It seemed almost as though Amelie Mauresmo was resigned to her fate.
Well, Amelie Mauresmo is seen off her opponent in double quick time over on court.
And Mauresmo is in the Wimbledon final.
Amelie, I'd like to take you back to the very start of your career, first of all, really, to talk about the kind of dreams and hopes and aspirations you had when you started out playing and how big a part Wimbledon was of that.
I have to say that the first Grand Slam that was coming to my mind was the French Open, being French, of course, but Wimbledon is such a prestigious one, such an amazing center court to play on. And as a kid, you know, I remember 10 years ago I played the juniors here and winning the title, and it already felt unbelievable. It felt like I was so, you know, very proud of what I was doing and so lucky to be where I was.
And now you've made it to the senior final.
The big ones.
The big one, and
yeah.
That must mean a great deal to you then.
It is. I mean, I'm very proud of that. I'm again very proud to be able to go through these semi-finals round that have been stopping me for a few years now. And again, I'm really looking forward to step on center court, to try to give 100%, to play my best tennis on the biggest day of the tournament, and really make sure that this is happening and enjoy the moment, because that's why we play tennis, that's why we practice for, that's why we do all the sacrifices we do and that I did for more than 20 years. I'm playing tennis now, so I think it's important to really think about that when you step on the court, to make sure, you know, just go for it.
What do you think was the key in turning a semi-final defeat, and a close one at that? You've had 3 semi-finals here before, into a semi-final victory in a very close match against Sharapova.
Experience, I guess, was the key thing for me during that semi-final. Again, my nerves were coming into the match, but I was able, maybe for the first time in my career, to really turn that the other way and really able to close that match in the third set in a great way. 6-2, you know, breaking her many times and really playing an aggressive game going forward, like the way I should do here at Wimbledon. So that was important. It's an important step for me, I think. You can be a great player, have such a great talent, have great physical abilities, but you have to translate that on a tennis court with the pressure you have in these big moments, and that's what I've been trying to do, and that's what I'm really trying to control now, and that's what I've been doing not so bad in the last few months.
Kim Clijsters' injury in the semi and Justine Henin-Ardennes' retirement through illness in the final handed Amelie her first Grand Slam title at this year's Australian Open, in rather unusual fashion.
I was, and I'm still totally convinced that this tournament is mine and was mine at the time. I mean, I was playing better and better as the tournament was going. I was feeling great, and I really believe deep inside of me that, you know, I won it and I deserve that trophy.
Now world number 1, everyone wants a piece of Amelie. Even more so perhaps if she can end an 81-year French drought today on centre court. Because it's, what, 1925 since a French woman last won here. I didn't realise it was that long.
Can you believe that? Yes. I mean, it would be great, of course, for me to join her on the final line of the draw. But you know, before that, a tough match, expecting a tough one against Justine, and hopefully this momentum that France has right now in the world of sport is, you know, might help me, and hopefully it's going to be a great weekend of sport for France.
Vive la France.
Oui.
I mean, we've talked about Amelie, and let's forget the test of nerves. We've talked a lot about that, but her game, she has a super game.
You know, she rivals Henin with that backhand. It's absolutely beautiful stroke, one of the best I've ever seen. Her forehand here on a quicker court, because she's got that big swing, is going to provide some more errors. And she's more up and down on that side. Her volleying, I think she's the best female volleyer in the game, better than Henin. Not that Henin's a good volleyer. Her serve, I noticed she hit 120. And she's consistently getting it at 110 to 115 on that first serve. She's coming in almost all, and it's not just getting it in. She's also placing the ball well. She moves forward so well, so she's got a lot of things going for her. I think there's no questions that this is her best surface.
Yeah. Well, it's proven, isn't it? 3 semi-finals and now a final.
Yeah, I mean, her serve is consistently been very good this Wimbledon, and against Sharapova in that first set, she wants to play like she played in that first set. She had only one unforced error, and that was a double fault in the last game of the first set. She was so aggressive, played so well within herself. I think it's really important for Mauresmo on that forehand. We all know it's a little loopier, to get it a little bit more flat so that it stays down a little bit lower, so that Justine doesn't have a lot of time to set up for her shots. And sometimes Amelie, when she gets nervous on that forehand, she can pull up a little and it gets short. We know that Maria Sharapova, she brought Sharapova in, she sucked Sharapova into the net. Justine Henin will take that slice, slice it down low, and she'll be comfortable at the net. So Amelie Mauresmo needs to keep Justine off balance and get great depth and be mentally strong. We know that, Amelie got to the finals of the Australian in 1999, and it wasn't for, 7 years later that she finally got to another Grand Slam, and now she's in her second Grand Slam final this year. She said, Justine Henin, she matured emotionally on the court at a very young age. I'm like a fine wine, it just takes me a little bit longer to mature.
Certainly has. Well, moving on, we've heard from Justine Henin, but let's find out a few of Amelie's favourite things.
I think the one that inspired me was really Yannick Noah when he won the French Open back in '83. I was only 4, but that was really the beginning for me of another life. I have some superstitions. I probably always prepare my bag the same way. I always put the same, bottles here and the grips there and the strings there and everything. And I also like to go to the same restaurants and probably eat the same stuff, and I'm a little bit crazy about that. I fear spiders, no question. L'invincibilité réside dans la défense et les chances de gagner dans l'attaque, which probably means in English, invincibility stands in the defense, but chances to win when you go forward.
That was interesting, but smashed your theory about you can't pick men as the hero. You had Yannick Noah.
Thanks for setting me up only to break me down again, Tracy. I thought
you can handle it.
I can handle it. But she says she probably has the same food every day. She's probably had the exact same meal for 2 weeks.
Practiced at the same time. We all did.
Well, Borg did that. I didn't.
You have similar.
I didn't do that. But Borg, would stay at the same hotel. You can go down the list.
Hold on. I'm just going to stop you because we're going now behind the scenes up into the clubhouse. The players are just about